What up? It's Taco Tuesday, 5:38. Been home for a little while. I rocked 2 packs with this guy. I was working on my bathroom a little bit. Tacos are almost done, so this is just gonna be a quick flight. Day 2 of Booger, aka the Meteor65 SE. So I was talking about yesterday that I used the charger that it comes with, which I put away just right there. Excuse me, eating nachos and guacamole. I made a little adapter to use, not that charger, the other charger I use, and charged it to 4.35, and then compared them to, oh, somebody's texted me. Compared them to each other on the little tester part of it to see what they were at. One was at, it said 4.38 or something like that, but it was fluctuating, and then the other one was 4.32, and the lower one was on the charger that it came with. So it is charging to HV, but either they're already immediately sagging and pulling down, or the meter is actually off, and you can sometimes see a difference between some of the little battery testers. If I got one right here real quick. I have 2 of these, and they are slightly different. They're off just by a little bit, but that's just... But anyway, so I flew. I'm no wind today. Much more laid back, just kind of flying it, adjusting. I added a little bit of expo to yaw and tweaked the PIDs just a little bit more to try to dial it in. And only one crash, which was just because I overpower looped and came down into the ground, nothing big. I was 2 minutes, 25 seconds around there with even the sag. One, I flew till it hit that low. It was at like 3.3 volt, and then dropped to 2.7, and it just fell. But then it was out in the road, and I was being lazy, so I rearmed it and was able to get it back up into the driveway. So I flew that till it fell out of the sky, so to speak, and that was 2 minutes, 33 seconds. A couple power loops, a couple flips over the house, so a little bit of throttle. But I definitely got better times this time, maybe because the batteries needed to be cycled. Maybe they've been sitting a while, who knows. And I definitely got a longer flight time with the battery I used on my charger versus the little portable. So make that as a recommendation, that a better charger will probably give you a better result. But I'm going to do a little more extensive testing flying, aka just flying around the yard and comparing times scientifically with these batteries that it came with versus the the Tiny Whoop high volts that they have, the 333s. I can't say enough. I know Brian was talking, my buddy, that he likes the Tiny Hawk. I think if he flew this thing, he'd change his mind. It really, it's crazy. I got to the top. I wanted to test range. So if you've seen my flights, here's my house. I go to the corner of the street, and I usually go down the road a bit to test the range, and I got all the way to the end of the road and still had really decent reception, and then came all the way back. I put up over the power lines to see if there's any interference, and the normal interference. Only one time I went around the back of the house to go up and over, and I got a little bit of extra interference, but that was just a random hit. So I mean, range wise, phenomenal for something this small. It beeps. I don't know. I don't think it's an internal beeper. I think it's the motors that are beeping because I have it set to a switch. I don't know if I could turn that up to make it a little bit louder, just in case it decides to go down in a field, especially being this color in springtime. It may be a pain in the ass to pick out of the grass. See what I did right there? Booger. So yeah, with day 2, it's only getting better. Gem fan props on here. It flew great, super smooth. I liked it a lot. I don't know if you can see the motors. That's a good question. Hold on, Zoe. Let's see here what we have. Can we zoom? I can't grab it. Let's see here. Oh, these are the 22. These are the 22 kV motors versus the 19. I had a question because it didn't specify. So that would explain a little bit of the flight time, because these are the faster of the 2 motors. The Mobula will have the 19 something. I don't think anything else. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna put my SD card back in my goggles, and if the weather's decent the next couple days, I'll get you some more footage of how it's flying. And Zoe says hi.
Hi.
Yeah, so it's taco time. Peace out.